Now I'm Hussein. Bigger Piper. What's up, Hussein?
Brother New Salam, Life Funder, represent Legal Paper to the fullest.
Salam alaikum. I'm Brother Ahad, also known as Kier Salam.
So, gentlemen, talk to us for a minute. How did you guys get started? What brought you all three of you together?
I appreciate the brother having a mighty book out right now that let the world know about this here message to the black man, and also what we represent too as a group too. And this is just one of our principles that we stand on. So, as far as our principles, I advise everyone to get a chance to read this book, Message to the Black Man. It's just the principles that we stand on, and also it inspired us to make different music, not to go along with the crowd that's going out making great music too, but also just putting more messages in the music, those that we can uplift, help, and teach, and also help guide the next generation too.
So, when did your music journey start? Like, when did you guys come together?
All of us pretty much have been doing it all of our lives, but we finally came together with the teachers. And we started reading, we're avid readers and advocates of Elijah Muhammad.
So, I was listening to a couple of songs that you had online, and you were talking about just your transition from the mindset of, just partying without a purpose, into gathering and just being more awake and more aware of a better purpose in life and a better walk. Can you expound on that just a little bit more?
Yeah, see, one of the names that we chose to stick out with was Legal Paper, specifically because in life we like to legalize or accept things that are fiction. And so we want to be the opposite of that. Legal Paper is supposed to be the opposite of legal fiction. And we just want to offer an opportunity for every young man that's coming up, every young lady that's coming up, to be able to look in the mirror, see themselves for who they are before they put on their makeup, or if they do not. Just learn to accept they own and be themselves. That's the main thing, the principle of our well-being as a people today. To just accept our own truth and be ourselves today.
So, what advice do you have for anybody who had a positive message in their music, who's going against the grain of the typical everyday, sound, but love hip hop?
Yeah.
And what advice and encouragement do you have for them?
Go all out. Do a 24-hour studio session and exhaust yourself. Everything that you came in to record that, and then play records that you just heard that moment. Try to record that. And you'll find other portions of yourself. Sometimes you have to burn out your desires so you can open up for other things. One thing that's beyond math, the strongest force in the universe is will. That's the part of you that's beyond all mathematics. If you can't figure something out, whether you're doing it through art or you're doing it through craft, either way, you are able to take it for what it is and accept it. Blend it in with your own emotions, blend it in with your own mind, and then look into history and find other portions of yourself. Sometimes some people can look at their family, or you can look at other entrepreneurs, but we don't have to ride any waves today. Our job is to find ways to be fresh every time we grab the microphone. So I encourage everybody, whether they have a camera or a microphone, to be fresh every time.
So another question I have, as a music group and as men, black men specifically, how has your journey in Islam conveyed over as a music group and keep you guys together? A lot of music, groups end up disbanding, or even as a family, you have your disagreements and things. So as a brother, as a bond, how do you keep that together? How do you gel it?
First of all, know that we all from the streets, and we came up from the streets of Indianapolis. So one thing that assisted me was, and also saved my life, was when I had heard the teachings. And it began to change my thinking and thought process on how I wanted to pretty much become. So It gave me vision, light, and it gave me knowledge and wisdom and understanding. So now, when I got a chance to meet a brother like Life Under, like Ahad, and these brothers is well equipped in terms of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, I had felt like I had linked up with some brothers that was like-mindedness, so
It's educated us on the need for unity and the importance of so each and every one of us recognize the importance of us getting together, doing something for ourselves, and putting our own name separate from our enemies. So we all recognize that. So in upon the recognition, it enables us to unify. And we're going to
How does it help you with communication, speaking to one another?
Man, we black men.
Yeah.
So you can relate to
same struggles.
Yeah.
It's natural.
Yeah, and that main thing of knowing who Master Prophet Muhammad is, how he is Allah, and who his messenger is. That main thing taught us how to look at ourselves. Once we learn, the reality of Allah, which we've been guessing at for millions of years, when we finally get into the reality of that truth, then we get to that reality of ourselves. Some people teach knowledge of self, know thyself, but if you don't know the reality of self, you just know something that you can't unlock. I know that's my locker, but I don't know the combination. So this is the reality. The reality of Elijah Muhammad's teachings is that glue that holds us together.
So you have how to eat it. And so I wanted to discuss how does properly eating, cleansing yourself, translate. I know you kind of talk about it in your needs as well, and how to become a better, human being and just being healthy all together. Specifically, how does this way of eating help your music and in your life?
Not only does eating to live, it is an extension of life. It kind of fleshes you out. It is a know-how how to detox yourself and stay detoxed. It's not a treatment, it is a cure and a prevention. You don't have to worry about going to the doctors and him telling you, come back and try this and this don't work. This is a preventive. You don't even have to worry about it at all. So this is what our people need due to us dying from premature death from eating the wrong food. So it's just the total opposite of that. It's an extension of blood life, an extension of life, a high quality of life. Yes.
Okay.
So everybody that wants to live long, I'm pretty sure you don't want to take care of you, you don't want to feel like a burden, you don't want the opposite, you want to feel like, so get this book.
So you want your music to relay the message and to give life to others.
Yes,
That's
right.
right.
Extension of time.
Life-giving music.
Yes.
And that's one thing about the essence of our name, things like that. We try to think outside the box when we came together, and it reflected our music. So anytime you Google legal paper, our music will pop up. Life Under will pop up. Phenomenal Hussein will pop up. Ahad will pop up. So just reach out to us. Definitely. Instagram, Facebook. Anytime you Google, you can Google right now into your engine right now, legal paper.
And when could we expect the next project? Who's coming up with the next project?
I'm dropping the single in 3 days.
Oh, in 3 days.
3 days.
Okay. Now, where exactly can we find the single? On all the legal paper music group sites, or?
Yes, ma'am. YouTube, iTunes, definitely. District. Who else we got? We got
Apple
Pandora.
Okay.
Apple Music, Spotify.
And it's a real new engine that's been real heavy in Asia called Yandex.
Right.
Type in Yandex, it's way larger.
Shout out to our fans out overseas in Japan, China, Africa, legal paper.
How much to learn about all of these things? How much research have you guys done to get to these points to learn about it? This is my first time hearing about it. So, how much research do you seem to pour a lot into what it is that you do? So, can you talk a little bit about that?
You see, the best reward for research is history. History is laid out for us. Because one thing we have to learn with each fact that we learn, It's moment to moment, but the past, present, and future tense of something, as well as the perfect tense. What was the origin of that? The roots of things is what we study. So everything that's blended from history, from every race, there's a history book. So we study all of it. Study history. History is the number one rule.
Any other messages either each one of you want to give our audience, to the Midwest Youth audience? Anything you'd like to leave behind, a gem, a jewel?
Know yourself. First, learn yourself so you can be yourself. You can't truly be yourself if you don't know yourself.
And
Learn
remain,
yourself.
but most importantly, please make sure this makes it today. Do not believe anything about the name of Elijah Muhammad that this generation of young black men and women are not speaking about him positively. I'll say this one more time. Do not believe anything against your black leaders that this generation of black people has not spoken positively.
I like to say just never give up, especially on your craft. If you, when you're making music, just never give up on the craft. And it's all right to put reality music into the songs. It all makes sense if you come from your true self. So, never give up.
Well, everyone, this is Lead Music Monday. I'm here again with Libra Paper Music Group. Gentlemen, can you give each one, every one of your names?
Phenomenal Hussein.
Life under.
Brotherhood, aka Kids.
Raised by the best of them. Move over or get rolled.